What is the good word, everybody? Welcome back to the State of Basketball. This is your man's The One, and to my right is the big man in the middle. What up, Storm?
What's going on, my man, The One? How was your week, buddy?
Week was doing pretty good. Weekend was doing pretty good. But before we get back to that, we want to make sure we tell you about our wonderful sponsors, as in our good buddy, Shawn Nugent over at Rockstar Realty. If you are looking to sell, buy, or new home, check out our good man over at Rockstar Realty. He'll get you great hooked up, and he might even write you a song. So check him out over at 317-503-8322. I can't promise the song. That was just trying to be nice. But and our good buddy Zach over at Elite Performance. Zach will get your body all in this good spring weather. Well, when spring decides to take over here in Indiana, he'll get you ready and get you in shape good for the 500. So check him out at 765-499-1005. So, Storm, I need to make a quick announcement. For some reason, we cannot get our Facebook live feed up. So we are actually live on YouTube right now. I am getting ready to jump over as we are talking to the Facebook page and let them know that we're having some type of issue, and we will be on the YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and get into it. I guess we can a little bit. So you asked me how my week was. My week was good. Yes, and I am now asking you how your week was, because you had a birthday over the week and you took a vacation.
Yeah, took a little personal time, did my pilgrimage to Ann Arbor to pay my respects to the mighty Maize and Blue. Got some good swag, as you can see. Able to go to the big house, Chrysler Arena, went to the M-Den, saw what that was about, went to the popular sandwich spot, got me a Reuben, turned 44, and just tried to live my best life. So definitely had a great time. I definitely suggest it to all our Michigan fans out there. It's a great trip. So yeah, that's what I did.
Well, that is absolutely awesome. And I know exactly what you're talking about, because the M-Den is a fabulous place to be. I was up there a couple of weeks ago. I didn't get to actually go into the main M-Den that went into one of the satellites.
No, I didn't either.
No, okay. But I got you. You know what I'm saying? But it is a great time and a great trip. So I'm glad you had a good birthday weekend. I did hear you get to play a little poker too. I hope you did pretty well.
I did what I could. It's ebb and flows with poker. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. But just to have my friends around me, my family earlier, couldn't wish for a better birthday. Just being surrounded by all that authentic love and support. So definitely appreciate everyone that came out, yourself included, to share and celebrate. And ever since I was 21, man, me and you was doing it. So another year went by. Another year.
But and so it makes me it makes me a tutor. You know what I'm saying? It makes me a tutor because I'm a couple years older. So, and I've been around since he was 21. So that means I have turned in a lot of 21s. I have to think about that. I have turned in a lot of 21s. But I guess we can get into some stuff now. Okay, first thing up, we have the NCAA. We're going to talk about Black coaches on the rise in the NCAA. I posted, well, before I get to that, I know one of the things that we have been talking about majorly here in the States about, having equal playing fields of certain things. They talk about diversity or What's the term when you have representation? That's it.
Yeah.
When you have representation. So we've obviously known, especially on the basketball side, men and women's, that there's been an overwhelming amount of African-American players on both sides and not enough African-American coaches. Well, over the last couple of years, there's been a shift in that demographic and African-American coaches representing in the NCAA. So if you look at it, ISO here that, and I posted this on the page a couple of days ago. So as of 2021, eight of the 17 Division I head coaching hires, 47% in the women's game were all Black coaches, including 2 of the Power 5 conferences. And then the men, you had 25 of the 49 coaching positions, which was 51%, and 7 of 13 Power 5 coaches that are now being filled by Black head coaches.
So, yeah, I definitely feel like it's a long time coming. Unfortunately, things like this take far, far too long, generations. But it's definitely making the move, and I appreciate it. The main point is I don't want it to be known that they were hired because of their culture or their ethnicity, but rather their skill level. And that's all anyone ever wants, is to be chosen not for anything other than their skill level. So hopefully that it was the case. There are definitely a lot of women and men of color who have the same skills, if not better. But nepotism is real. I want to put that out there. Nepotism is real. Knowing the right people helps. So I'm just glad that we're having the opportunity to partake as far as minorities go, to be able to showcase what they can do.
I like that. Why don't you go ahead and let the people know what nepotism means? I do. I know.
Oh, okay. So like an old school cat. I'm going to try to break it down just as easy as I can. So old school cat once told me, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So connections are real. I try to preach that to my kids as well. While they're in high school, college, get as many people that look at you in a good light, because you never know where they'll be in the future. And knowing someone is a lot better than trying to get a foot in where you know no one. So nepotism is a part of that. It's a part of just being able to know someone. Sometimes it's in a family situation, but most of the time I feel like it's just friend related. Like you just know someone, you came up together, or you worked together with this person before, but they remember you in a good light, and you'll get a leg up. And that's just the way of the world, how it works. So know the game, learn the game, play the game.
I like it. And you do see a lot of that in the coaching realms in college, but you tend to see it more not so much in the nepotism type of way, but more as in the lineage type of way, or the historic type of way, as in Juwan Howard at Michigan, or not really want to say that.
Well, he still had a connection.
Well, he did have a connection, but not really so much that. But for my point, I want to flip over more so to North Carolina, where there's been no coach that has no ties to North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So I think you could put it that way. I like the change, the shift, because it gives us something to look forward to after basketball. You know what I mean? Because the numbers show it. It's a small percentage. There's a lot of brothers in the league, but it's a small percentage of brothers that make it to the league. Right. You know what I mean? So what are you going to do afterwards? Not everybody can go overseas. Right. You know what I mean? So I think this is a good deal. I think it gives them an opportunity to have something else to be. Like, I can't always just be an assistant coach. I can't always just aspire just to be a HBCU coach or a low major Division I coach. I can go get these coaching jobs at the top. And I like that the NCAA, the one thing that they've or seem to be doing correctly.
Or better. Just they're doing better because we can always do better. So as long as you're striving to get better, that is definitely a step in the right direction.
Righty. So let's move over here to the next subject will be the first 5 picks of the WNBA draft. Did by any chance while you were making your move to the draft, making your trip to Michigan, did you happen to catch anything with the ladies draft?
Not really. I know a little bit about Collier and Cure. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Hey,
1, 2.
Listen. I'm gonna go with it because I was happy that I was not the first one to try to get that.
Yeah, I threw it out there. I'm sorry.
Yes, it is.
And I'm good with it. Threw it out there. But yeah, McDonald looks good. Kersey for the Fever. I like that. I definitely want to see our women's team get back to where they were with Tamika Catchings. I know sometimes after you have that super duper star franchise player either move on in age or not be there anymore, it's hard to re-up. But I hope it's a quick transition. They're picking number 4. So hopefully Kersey's able to help them out. A couple of these other ones I'm looking at right now because I do have it up. Jasmine Walker, I like her. Wilson, I like her as well. So I like their games. It's a good draft. I feel like the women's draft tends to have more good players than the men's draft as far as panning out.
I will agree with you on that because there is still no one and dones or leaving early from the women's game on a consistent basis entering to the WNBA. I felt that the first part of the draft kind of fell out, kind of where you thought it was going to be. I was kind of surprised to see some of the Stanford not filter further up that way. The dog is in here with me as she thinks that I'm talking to somebody, so she's looking for whoever I'm talking to. So
it's just America. It's just America and abroad. America and abroad.
Right. We're just talking to the people. We're just talking to the people. But and now she's like, what is really going on? As long as you don't pull the cords, we're good. Nope. Can't go under the table. That's where the cords is at. But Collier, she was a very exciting player at Texas. I didn't get to see a whole lot, but I did see some. So I think she'll be a good addition to Dallas. I like how Dallas got both of the first 2 picks. Don't really know too much about Akawa Courier. Don't know too much about her because she's a player from Finland. Obviously, we barely see enough of the women's game here. So we're definitely not going to see a 19-year-old Finnish player. So I'm just going to put it out there.
You got to go deep into the Fire Stick online YouTube type situation. You got to put in work to see her.
Yeah, you got to put in some work. I don't know if I got those kind of connections. But Ari McDonald, I think she might be the steal in the draft. I think she played her way into the draft, played her way to that position in the draft because of how she played with Arizona at the tournament. So I like it. And then Dallas she played extremely well.
Yes.
Extremely well. She was exciting to watch. So, and then with Dallas just having 3 players in the top 5 picks, they got a good foundation going. So let's see what they can do with it. Because, they no longer have Skylar Diggins. She's in Phoenix now. So you got to come up with something.
Right. Hey, and Phoenix just keeps on going. I love Taurasi. Taurasi.
Yes, she is the GOAT. She's the GOAT. I don't care. I mean, I like Cheryl. Hold on.
I was about to say, what about Cooper?
Whoa. I got a whole bunch of them in there because nope, you can't go under there. Can't go under the table. There you go. But no, I like Cheryl Miller. Really, 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 really great player. We got to see the very end of her.
No, this is sad.
Obviously,
it was just sad that she wasn't able to fulfill her full potential. Like, had she not had that injury and was able to continue to play, I mean, I just would have loved to being able to witness that.
Hey, but I'm gonna throw some conspiracies out here real quick.
Uh-oh.
Now, you notice we never saw Reggie and Cheryl play at the same time, right? Reggie was playing, Cheryl was commentating, analyst on the sideline. Like, now, we ain't seen Cheryl in 20 years, and Reggie just all of a sudden now he's retired as a commentator.
Come on. So, we seen Cheryl. She was sideline reporting. She was a coach. Actually, wasn't she the coach for Phoenix? The first coach for Phoenix?
Reggie was still playing there, so they was never in the same. It was never the same. Wouldn't it be great to see Reggie and Cheryl call a game together?
It would be awesome to have the Millers. It would be definitely TV moment.
Definitely TV moment. So, but then we got through the whole draft. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing or thing like that. But just to let you know, we will be doing a little more talk about the WNBA as it gets closer to their season beginning and coverage of their season as well. Oh, side note. I just got email. Dan and I just got the email for our credentials for the Indiana Fever. Not the Fever, the Indianapolis Indians. Our media credentials. Going to baseball games with my mask on.
Baseball is nice when it's nice. Yeah. When it's nice out.
When it's nice out, exactly. But they don't play baseball when it ain't nice.
Oh well, it was snowing, and I felt like the major leaguers still played.
Oh well, $200 million for 8 years. You gonna play in the snow?
You're going to play in the snow for $100. If we say we need to open this park up and get this money, you need to show up so we can get this money.
Right. All right. So let's switch gears a little bit. Let's go over to the NBA. But before we jump over to the NBA, let us do a quick commercial. Any, meeny, mighty, mo, catch a commercial by the... So,
get ready to take your body to the elite level of performance. Call today to set up your free evaluation. 765-499-1005. Elite Performance, where the dream of elite fitness becomes a reality.
That's right, folks. Go see our buddy Zach over there at Elite Performance to get your body in tip-top shape. All right, NBA news or NBA injuries. First up, Miles Turner out indefinitely with a foot injury. How much of an impact will that be on the Indiana Pacers?
I think, and this is coming from a Pacer fan and a realist. Matter of fact, I'm going to start looking up in my Pacer gear because I know I've been Michigan heavy for these shows, but I really do got to show my Pacer side. But comes along with that is the realness. I like Turner, but Turner is a role player at best. I don't have nothing against him. Great person as far as I can tell. Really involved with the community. But I feel like his best years will start to be behind him, and this is kind of who he is, and who he is right now is not necessarily worth what he's being paid for. I feel like him being gone will show what it'll be like with just having one, because they were experimenting with that Sabonis Turner playing together type situation. That'll let us know what it's like just to have Sabonis and kind of make some moves. Like, this is opportunity. I really feel like we need to get into the lottery again, but that's a separate conversation. If we got into the lottery and for whatever reason was able to get something decent for Turner, then I feel like that would be a step in the right direction for the Pacers. As far as him personally, like I said, he's not a horrible player. I definitely feel like he got snubbed on the Defensive Player of the Year with the blocks and the defense that he does play. But Hall of Famer, I don't see him making it there.
Wow. I didn't even
It was a
know
lot.
No. It ain't even a lot. The only thing I'm wowing is back. I didn't even know we was even talking about Hall of Fame credentials at any point yet with this dude.
No. I was just
like,
putting it out. I was just putting it out here before anyone no, don't even start. Because there are some Pacer fans, true meaning of the word fan, fanatic, and then there's the real ones like myself.
I thought it was way too early. I mean, I didn't know anybody was okay, but I get you. No, I tend to have a different opinion when it comes to Miles Turner. I think he's a good fit. We've shown when the team is fully healthy how impactful he and Sabonis can be together in the paint. You can obviously see where they stand right now that they have a trouble playing either without him. Like either one of them not playing, they don't even compete in games. Like Malcolm Brogdon tries. I mean, Sabonis gets his double-doubles just because. I'm not saying that he's not a good player or he earns it. But it's like I do it, but you're not competing in games. So like you're losing games at the end of games. And I think it is defensive prowess inside the paint, him being able to protect the paint. I think that has given him an opportunity to stay in the games and win games late. Without him there, and flat out, some of these guys are just not panning out. Karras has come getting his shit. Malcolm's getting his shit. I mean, and TJ Warren is like your fourth best player. Not TJ Warren. TJ McConnell, if he's like playing like your fourth best player, your issues is not Miles Turner.
The only way it could be Miles Turner is because I feel like they need a more athletic. Not that he's not athletic, but I feel like they need to be faster and more athletic and better shooting on the Pacers is what is needed, to be honest, my opinion. The length is where we're at in the league right now if you're trying to win. And obviously you need superstars, and, we've had this conversation. The Pacers will rather cut off a toe than to dip into that luxury tax. So we're just kind of stuck in hoping for a good lottery pick and hoping they make it to the lottery. We need last time we went to the lottery, we got a 5th round pick, and that pick ended up in the finals. So I know that was a different era, but can we at least try it? Can we at least we gave everything else a shot. Why not give this a shot?
Give it a shot. Give it a hoo-hoo. All right. I know this is a little bit older, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it because you, my friend, had took a hiatus. The effect of Jamal Murray.
It was a pilgrimage.
A pilgrimage. Yes, I like that. I like that. A pilgrimage. You were on your pilgrimage, my good sir. And we didn't get to talk about the effect of Jamal Murray's injury to how it is for Denver going forward in their playoff push. And does this somehow indirectly affect how Joker's MVP race runs as we go into the final month, final 15, 16 games of the season?
So definitely feel like it's going to be more of an issue for them making it to the finals versus Joker getting MVP. I feel like if anything, that's going to make him have to play even bigger role with him not being there. And what he's been doing lately has been amazing. So I definitely feel like that helps him more for the MVP. But as far as them making it to even the Western Conference Final, I feel like you need Murray, especially the way he played during the bubble. He was definitely he can get his own shot with no problems, and a lot of times it was 3 points, and when he got hot, it was just great basketball. Just great basketball. It's what you want to see. It's what you play for.
Yeah, I like it. I like watching him play from the big man standpoint of being able to do what he does, control games when he does, without being flashy, but being super efficient in all phases of the game, and your team's winning. You know what I'm saying? So I pretty much enjoy that. I at first I thought that it would affect his MVP because Murray on the floor,
negatively or positive,
negatively, because Jamal on the floor allows him to do so much more because of his ability to finish, because of his ability to shoot the ball, and because of his ability to make plays on top of the plays the Joker is making. But he's just good, man. And he's having a great year. And it goes to show you when we jump down and talk about another player here in a few minutes, it goes to show you what happens when you show up in shape.
And have the luck of the best ability being availability, because I don't think
I think he's on pause. He was talking about the best luck is availability, and I think that the fact that he is in shape, that he is becoming to be available. So I am not going to allow him to stay up there. Like I should. You know what? I should. I believe you up there just like that, exactly as if I am talking to him. So, and then we're going to move on to see injuries. We'll come back to that because I really want to hear what he has to say when we get into the conversation about the Brooklyn Nets injury situation. So he has jumped out of the feed. We'll see if we can pull him back in here in a second. So I am going to, while we do that, I am going to talk about the other shows that we have on the show, on our network here at BW Sports 1, to see if he can pull himself back in the feed. And while we'll do that, see if he comes back in, and then we'll jump back into our conversation with the NBA key injuries. So other shows that we have here on the network, we're fully loaded, man. We have a show that hops on the network every night of the week. On Mondays, we got our good friend Dan DeLion, who is just getting ready to come off of vacation himself. Him and our good friend out west, Rafael Esparza, out in Vegas. They do our numbers show with the betting side of things on Monday nights at 7:30. That is Bet Your Ass with Rafael Esparza. So check those guys out with them on Tuesdays. Let's see, what do we have on Tuesdays? On Tuesdays, our good friend Monica P and Quantum Inspirations will be doing the middle side of all things, not just sports. She likes to dive into anything that will help elevate the mental side of your life to give you a more positive aura. And then on Wednesdays, our good friend DeLion and myself, TheOne, we do the Dukes of Football. And we are doing a time change right now, folks. We are going to come at you at the lunchtime hour. We will be more specific when we get to that time when we do it. But when we come at you next week, we will be coming at you from the lunchtime hour. So when you're sitting in the drive-thru, you can hit us on all of the audio podcast platforms, all the SoundCloud, Apple Music, YouTube podcasts, and those Google podcasts, those things of those nature. So, and then on Thursday nights at our normal time at 7:30 p.m., you have myself, and whenever Mr. Storm comes back We are the state of basketball, and we talk all things basketball, and we come to you at 7:30. And on Fridays, my good friend Dan DeLion will be with you on most Fridays with the Combat Zone, where he gets into a lot of MMA, our good friends down at Bare Knuckle Fighting. We take care of those things as well. And then on Saturday, if you like playing around in the square circle, come check out our good friends Super Kicking It with Stefan and Steven. Sorry, Super Kicking It with Steven. And he will get you current on all of your old wrestlers and current wrestlers and future wrestling news. So, I heard a blink. Thought he was on his way back. So, and then we end our week, or we start our week with our good brother, Tommy Boy, Tom Racker over at Checkers and Wreckers. He gets you squared up or circled around everything going on the dirt, the oval, the road course, all that stuff. And then, May is coming up as race week, so Tom is going to be really busy over at Checkers and Wreckers. So make sure you check him out every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. So, looks like he might not be joining us for a tick, so we'll go ahead and finish our conversation. So we were talking about injuries, I guess impactful key injuries, and Brooklyn Nets is what we are talking about right now. And it seems that when they're all together, it looks like they seem to be a very awesome, powerful team offensively. They're still going to struggle defensively, but you have to score with them. And I don't think there's a lot of teams that can keep them from scoring when they're all healthy. But the issue is that they're not all healthy. They've only played, I think it's a total of 7 games together. We've had games with 2 of them, 1 of them, but we haven't had a lot of them when they're together. So I think at some point in time, the chemistry issues are going to come to play if we get them back. And then Durant, he seems to be extremely injury prone at the moment. You're hurt, you come back, you play a game, and you're hurt immediately. So his durability is starting to become come into question. James Harden, as you can see in the news, he had a setback. I think it was Monday. He had a setback in workouts on the floor in practice, and now he has the indefinite tag on his return for the Nets. So as great as Kyrie has been playing, you have to depend on Blake Griffin as your help in these situations. So no, I'm not real. If I was a Nets fan, I would be concerned right now, but I don't know if the concern is like at a high level or at a high meter. I think you should be concerned, but it's not something that, we need to really, really, really start to pay attention to it, because you still have a month left in the season. You still have about 15, 16 games roughly between all the teams. So there is time to figure out these injuries, going into the playoffs. And then again, once you get them back into the playoffs, is the chemistry factors going to make itself an issue or not? And it's going to be difficult, because I feel that in the East, whoever wins the East is going to come out of the East. Whoever gets that number 1 seed, in my opinion, whoever gets that number 1 seed that's who is going to come out of the East. Because you don't think home court advantage plays a role as it normally would coming out of the COVID situation, but you're still dealing with it. Not all the stadiums, all the arenas have fans. Some arenas have more than others, and having that fan atmosphere, kind of helps out whatever little bit that you do get. So I do think that whoever comes out of the East, whoever wins the East is going to is going to come out of the East. Oh, he's back. Hello.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay. So sorry about that. My computer decided to do just an update out of nowhere, not even a warning. We just gonna update. We decided to update Windows right now. So take that with you.
You don't know how many times Dan and I went through that right at the beginning when we was at the bar, right at the beginning of the show. It was absolutely outstanding. It used to be shitty. But to go back, I didn't get too far. I jumped over, trying to kill time. I jumped over to talk about some of our shows during the week, but then I had to go back. I was talking about the injuries. We got off of Jamal, went into the Brooklyn Nets injury situation. I know this is not a Brooklyn show, but we have spent a lot of time talking about them. But why not? Because when you have assembled, when you try to buy yourself a championship, this is the conversations that we have.
And I also got to say, you got the second best player, probably the best scorer in the league. So let's not. I don't want to diminish Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant plays, I'll make it as simple as possible for the people. If Kevin Durant plays, they have opportunity, no matter who else is hurt. Like, I don't care who else is hurt. If Durant is playing at a 90 to 100%, they're going to make it to the finals. If he's hurt, then it could be anyone. It could be them still, but I'm not as confident as I am if KD is 90 to 100%.
I love that. I am a Kevin Durant fan, but right now, beyond Kevin Durant, I'm looking at it like this, and I just said it right before you come back in the feed. Wow, Joel, that's unnecessary. But anyway, sorry, which brings me back to my point. Whoever wins the East, whoever comes out, who wins the number one seed in the East is going to come out the East. You need home court advantage in the East.
KD don't.
I really want to think that, but I think it's not KD. That's going to be the issue. But one, his durability has come to serious questionability right now for me. Like, I'm having
just
trouble.
because of 1 year. Because of 1 year. What happened to the 2 years before that?
No,
the 2 years before.
It's not just 1 year. It's 1 year plus the 23 games that you have already missed this season, and you are currently missing games because of injuries. So his durability, yes, is a question for me.
It doesn't matter till you get to the finals. Like, these injuries during regular season don't count. If you are injured through the regular season yet and able to make it 90 to 100% through the playoffs, okay. No one even talks about it. No one will even talk about it. If he's 90 to 100 through the...
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying my questionable factor of your durability has risen a little bit. It has. And you cannot deny. You cannot sit there and tell me you cannot deny it is not.
All I'm saying is it doesn't count for me until you miss playoff games. That's when it counts. If you miss a regular season games, I could care less because they're still going to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? I feel like seeding matters to everyone else but KD. Period.
LeBron.
Yeah, it matters to LeBron.
No,
I think LeBron
it does not.
In the West, the West is no. The West is a lot tougher than the East was back when LeBron was making it every year.
But LeBron wasn't in the West.
No. I said the West is tougher than the East was when LeBron was in the East with Cleveland, making it with bums.
It doesn't matter who you made it with. You went with the finals. You went to the finals.
Well, right. Well, it does matter.
Bums.
It matters because of the caliber of teams you were up against. You can't say that's not a factor. you can't say that's not a variable that needs to be taken seriously.
I mean, just like
you're playing,
you can't take
if you're playing Denver, you're playing Utah, you're playing Phoenix. None of those teams match up to the bums they was playing in Cleveland that got them there.
Just like you have to take an accountability. If somebody's just like you said, the best availability is accountability or whatever.
Availability.
Yes.
The best ability is availability.
Yes, that thing you said there. So we're both in the grids. They need them all to win, period.
They need KD to win.
Hey, I'm sorry. They need them all to win.
No.
You need them all.
I disagree. I disagree.
I'm sorry. KD and Kyrie cannot beat KD and AD. I don't even think they can beat. I don't know. I'm going to stay out the East. I'm going to leave the East alone because yes, they can. Leave the East.
I don't know why you put that much on James Harden when James Harden
no
all playoff his whole playoff career has been him choking. So why is everything hinged on if he plays?
Because when he plays, you obviously see that he doesn't need to score to allow them to do exactly what they want to do. I've never been the big James Harden fan, but
in
those
games
that he's ever, I've never been a big fan of his ever. But how he's been playing when he was on the floor, I can't get past that. Like, I can't get past the fact that Julius Randle has his team in the 5th spot in the East, in the 5th spot of the playoffs. And we were not me, but we were not giving this man this credit. He has been the second hottest player in the league since Steph Curry. Julius Randle, second hottest player in the league since Steph Curry. And the Knicks have the longest winning streak in the league right now.
Okay. Well,
8 games.
Let me tell you how different regular season is than playoffs. Like, these are great playoff things or regular season things that you acclimates to players, and that's great for the regular season. But until you do it in the playoffs, it doesn't strike a chord with me like it does with you, obviously. Because I need to see it in the playoffs. I need to see KD in the playoffs before I write him off. I need to see Randall in the playoffs before I give him that type of love. I need to see people do it when it's money time. Come on, D. You know it's different when we just playing a song.
Go ahead.
You know it's different when we're just playing around versus playing serious, meaningful games. And I'm saying there's a lot of players out there right now and in the past that did great in the regular season. But when that pressure, that pressure hit in the playoffs, that's when we see what type of hooper you are.
I mean, that's fine and dandy, but you're not going to sit here and not give anybody any credit for any regular season achievements, any regular season play. That's ridiculous that you cannot give any player. So that means you discredit any record. So matter of fact, there should be no regular season records. There should be 0 regular season records. You should only count points if they're in the playoffs. You should only count rebounds if they're in the playoffs. That's how it sounds to me, from what you're saying. Like, the regular season means nothing. Why even play? It should go right into the playoffs.
So that is a bit of extreme. Obviously, the regular season does play a role, but the playoffs play a bigger role, and that's all I'm saying.
But you're not giving this man his credit.
He's playing great for the regular season. I mean,
why can't you just say he's playing great? Why can't you just say he's playing great? He's playing great basketball right now. He's playing great basketball. Why does it have to be regular season or playoffs? Why can't it be he's playing great basketball?
Because it's the regular season.
But is he not playing great basketball, yes or no?
For the regular season,
is he not playing great basketball, yes or no?
In the regular season,
you gotta finish.
You gotta finish the statement.
There is no.
You do have to finish the statement.
There is no
extra statement. The statement is they are in the regular season.
No, the regular season has nothing to do with it. Is he playing good basketball? Yes or no? Period.
Under the conditions of the regular season.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to repost this so people can agree with me once again that this is ridiculous, that you cannot give this man the credit that he is playing good basketball, period, regardless of regular season, regardless of outdoor basketball, regardless of the playoffs or anything, that you can't say this man is playing great. But you'll say Steph Curry's playing great basketball. When we talk about him right now, you bet you say he's playing great basketball.
He's playing amazing.
But it's the regular season.
He's playing great regular season basketball. And to be honest with you, 100%, Curry to me in the playoffs is not as good as Curry in the regular season. Like I hold true to what I say. That keeps it 100% of the time. Yes, Steph Curry is an amazing regular season player. In the playoffs, not so good. Yes, they won a championship without KD. He was a part of it, but he didn't even get the Finals MVP. So, and that's my guy.
Who got Finals MVP?
Andre Iguodala. For D'ing up Bron.
Right. I just
staying in front of them.
I just want everybody to get the credit for them playing good basketball, regardless of if it's regular season. If you're playing good ball, you're playing good ball.
But D, these players. D, don't act like that, man.
It's not about these players. It's about
I'm just
this
saying,
moment. It's about this moment. That's it.
But all I'm saying, one, just feel me on this. Players that play good when there's no pressure, IA or EA or whatever, regular season, then when the pressure turns up, they're not that same player. Some people rise to that challenge, some people don't. And I feel like you're playing me like that doesn't exist. And all I'm saying is it's a different type of ball. Yes, regular season is cool, but you don't win that Larry O'Brien for having a great regular season. You don't.
That's fine.
You don't win it,
but you win the MVP for having a great regular season.
Yes, you do.
That
is absolutely correct.
And that's beside the point. That's not the point that I'm trying to make. That's not the basket of apples that I'm trying to pick an orange out of. I just want you to say that the guy is playing great basketball, playing good basketball. That's it. I mean, what does the regular season have to do with it?
Because it's a different game than it is in the playoffs.
If you're playing good ball, you're playing good ball. That's all I'm trying to get you to say. Is if you're playing good ball, you're playing good ball. If you're playing Norman, if you're playing good ball at Sound Park, you're playing good ball at Gus Macker, no one's saying, oh, it's a different game at Sound Park than it is at Gus Macker. They're saying, Storm out there playing good ball.
Don't be naive. Don't be naive. Those are two totally different types of basketball. Yes.
All right.
Three on three in Macker and 5-on-5 at the park is two totally different types of games.
All right. You're 5-on-5 at Sound Park, and you've been killing it for the last 36 days. And then you're 5-on-5 at Washington Park, and you've been killing it the last 5 days. Guess what they're going to say? Hey, Storm's been hooping. They're not going to say, "Oh,
you're not going to change my mind."
Park. It was just Sound Park.
Yeah, some people will say that. Let's keep it 100. Some people will say, but back in the day, Sound Park was definitely held at a higher esteem, so it carried more weight than it does now, because I don't even think people play outside anymore.
You can't say that. Nobody. I haven't seen anybody play outside across the state of Indiana in the last 10 years. All right. So due to time constraints, we are going to jump into our next commercial, and we'll talk about Joel Embiid some other time because he's damn great right now. He's playing like Shaq wanted him to play. He's taking the challenge, and he's
Let's see if he can do it in the playoffs.
And there he goes. I don't even want to talk to him right now. I am going to a commercial.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Dan over at BWSports1.com and Black and White Sports. And I'm wondering if you're ready to buy or sell that home, now's the time, and I got just the person for you. Mr. Shawn Nugent, a.k.a. Rockstar Realtor himself. 317-503-8322. Put that home on the market. Get into your dream home with this man. Talk to Shawn at Talk to Tucker today, 317-503-8322. And make sure you tell him the boys over at BWSports1.com sent you.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This is your boys, Big Storm, the one, State of Basketball. And we are entering from the elbow weekly discussion. Couple topics real quick. We don't dive in too far. Dig into them real quick. Let's see. First up, we have, and From the Elbow is brought to you by Rogue Energy Drink Mix. When you order, you make sure to use the BWSports1 promo code and you get 10% off at the rogueenergy.com website. All right, so we are into From the Elbow. So first up, From the Elbow, Storm, do you have an issue with players calling out their team's player or players in the press, i.e. Jimmy Butler?
I don't have a problem when you call out the team as a whole. The only time I have a problem is if you single out an individual.
I like it. I tend to agree with you on that.
Also you have to include yourself. Like, you can't talk about these group of guys without putting yourself, because that's team. At the end of the day, that's one of the reasons why I love this sport, is because it's a team. We win together, we lose together. Whatever happens, it happens to us all. So that's one of the things I enjoy about the game. And that is definitely a key part. Like, I don't like people that call, like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but they ain't pulling up. Nah, hold on. Then it's your fault too. Own that. You win, lose, good, bad, all that together.
So basically what you're saying is you can't call out your team's toughness, your team's mental aptitude, and your team's grit, and then not play the next two games. Yeah. That back to what you said?
That's weak, because I bet they had that mental aptitude in the bubble. So you win, lose, man. Y'all got to ride together, man. If y'all can't do that, if you got people pointing fingers and trying to feel like, well, I'm not, it can't be me, it's y'all. That's a recipe for disaster. And that might be the reason why Jimmy Butler's been on about 4 or 5 teams at this point.
Right. And the wife said something to me a little bit ago, and I'm sure if we had our other feed acting properly, she would be commenting at this very moment in time. Like, I was all about Jimmy Butler. Like, okay, as you can see where he's played, he's complained, and you can see how y'all have not had it. And then Miami, you're in the finals, but yet again, a team is not playing winning or playing where he thinks they are, and they're not strong enough. But yet you claw them out, and then you don't play. I don't think you've played since. And Bam Adebayo's hitting game winners with the pull-up J. Yes, Bam.
Hey, Bam has opportunity. If he continues to work on this game, he has opportunity to be something special.
Yes, he does. And I like his improvement as coming into the league as only a defensive type of person. And he's clearly has evolved this game. And he's been working on this game in the summer. I love it.
Definitely.
Next up, we have, all right, this one messed with me, bro, when I saw this. And I've been waiting to talk to you about this one. All right, so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, right? Very talented team, but you want to know why that they're at the bottom of, or where they are right now in the West. is situations like this. Eric Bledsoe, I guess this is why Milwaukee got rid of him. Eric Bledsoe, right? This is your point guard. This is a guy who's leading your team. This is a guy who's supposed to always know time and situation, correct? Is that how you teach point guards?
Yeah.
Time and
he's
situation.
He's supposed to be the leader on the floor. On the floor, he's supposed to be the leader.
You're the extension of the coach. So 2 things when I've always worked with kids, and I've always told them, the point guards especially, time and score, situation, time, score, situation. Those are things you must always know. All right. So you're in the huddle. Coach says, foul. Foul. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're down 2, right? You foul him. They hit 2 free throws. You still got 17 seconds to play with the foul game. That's what you do, the foul game.
Right.
But if you don't foul him, you draw, he kicks, Derrick Rose kicks, it hits the 3. They're up 5. The game is over because you
had a lapse in judgment.
And this is what he says.
I get all that, but he's been in the game. Like, there are times where people just have lapse of judgment. No one's perfect. I feel like he can't be in the league as long as he has and not know. He's just not perfect. No, I get that you have, you know, we just like, oh, damn. You know what I mean? Oh, everybody has their moments. Yeah,
but
I messed up.
No, but when you say I was not paying attention, lack of focus.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't be about
that happened. That happens too. All right, he kept it 100. He could have.
That's cool. That's fine.
That says something. That says something about a person's character as well.
It does. And that means you come off the bench now. How about that?
Okay.
You can be on my team. You come off the bench. You got to earn that spot back.
Right.
But I can't have you
all day long. All day long. I'm good with that. All day long.
But I understand that. But you know, I kind of hold point guards to a higher standard.
And they should be.
Because
they have the ball in their hand. And they have the ball in their hand the most. Yes.
Yeah, you are me. You make everything go. I cannot have you tell me I wasn't paying attention. Hey, here you go. Store, you are 6'4". You know what I'm saying? You're 6'4" point guard, North Central star point guard, North Central, you nice. You know what I'm saying? You had this situation, and you go tell Mitchell. You say, Mitchell, wasn't paying attention, bro. My bad. Lack of focus. What the hell you think Mitchell gonna do?
Oh, he's gonna cuss me out. I mean, 90, 94, 95, maybe not later in his career. Obviously, coaches evolve and whatnot. 94, 95, I was hearing it anyway. Like, I was hearing it, and it wasn't even that. I was hearing it because I like to make plays and I didn't shoot enough. I heard it all the time. So I know exactly what would have happened.
That is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna tell you exactly what Kiefer would have said. I'm gonna tell you. He said, "God, Jesus, Thomas, you're killing me, son.
You're killing me, Petey. You're killing me, Petey.
Hey, Thomas, go to JV."
Oh, that happened a lot too. That's when you knew they didn't even want to see you anymore. Just go on the other court. Just go over there. Go over there.
Go JV. I don't even want to see you run. Just go JV.
Yeah. Please.
Go white. Go white. That's the wrong thing too. Go white.
Hey man. That is the realest thing I think we've talked about all day is how high school coaches will send you to JV when they just had enough.
It's hard. What you gonna do? I ain't gonna play JV. All right, sure you're not. Just go right down there, and you're gonna kill these characters, and then come back over here and then mess up again.
Make them mad again.
Oh, yes. All right. So, last
Hey,
thing
we an hour in.
Yeah. Last thing from the elbow. Is LaMarcus Aldridge Hall of Famer? It sucks.
No.
But I don't want to say it sucks how he retired. I know. I mean, the retirement. You got to be healthy, safe, health conditions, or whatever. Blah blah blah. Now over. Is he a Hall of Famer?
No.
But will they put his ass in Hall of Famer? But will they put his ass in?
No. Well, one of the things we got to think about, which is different from the NBA and most of the other sports, is this is a basketball Hall of Fame. So this is for your whole career starting back, I guess high school, college, whatever. I don't even know where he went to college. And
Texas.
He didn't get a ring.
No.
So he didn't own any records.
No.
Maybe for the school, yeah.
Until Durant got there.
He didn't win a ring in the NBA.
No.
Yet he could no records, no rings, college. Yeah, I'm staying with no.
I'm staying with no. So okay, I'm with no. I brought this past the wife because my wife's a sports person. She's like, no. But I feel that somehow they're going to find a way because the Hall of Fame, they got too watered down now. Like there's too many casts, and I feel that. But we'll talk about that. That's another episode. Another episode. But I say no. But I'm gonna take it a step further. Damian Lillard was on Jalen and Jacoby the other day, and he said that he feels that Portland should retire his number. What do you think about that, LaMarcus Aldridge?
No. So hold on. So let me revise. So I say no only because I don't know whose jerseys they've got retired already. Like if they don't have Rasheed Wallace's number retired, then LaMarcus Aldridge's jersey shouldn't be retired. If they don't have
Drexler,
I would definitely hope they got Drexler.
How about Terry Porter?
Oh man, I mean I don't know. I don't know
Kevin
if I'm speaking
Duckworth?
from my heart. Yeah, because this is my era though, dog. Like,
Kevin Duckworth.
I know all these guys, and Duckworth.
Clifford Robinson.
Oh, see, he died too tragically. I thought so.
Herb Williams. He played in Portland too, didn't he? Not Herb.
Yeah, he did, but Herb should get it for the Pacers.
All right. Okay. Well, what about Jerome Kersey?
Oh, man. No.
Brandon Roy.
Now that's a sad story. You want to talk about sad stories? That's a sad
story.
Yeah, them knees just couldn't hold up. It's like older. Them daggone knees could not hold up. Portland got bad luck with knees. Wasn't the redhead? What's his name?
Bill Walton. That was my next. That was my next.
But he had bad knees. But he got him a ring.
Did he win the title? Did he win a title?
Yeah, he got him a ring. Yeah, he got him a ring.
Yeah.
So he's up there. He should be up there. What about Buck? What about Buck?
Buck? Oh, not Buck Williams. Hey, man, we just took y'all on a journey to the history of the Portland Trailblazers.
What about Brian Grant? He had a small window where he was he was like the best power forward for like 2 years.
Yeah, like 2 years.
That's just like Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace in Detroit was great for about 2 years.
It sucked everywhere else.
Yeah, he maximized his 2-year window.
I mean,
he got him a ring.
Got you a ring. Got you a defensive player of the year.
Yeah, he was a part of that ring. Yeah, he was a part of that.
I mean, beat up Ron Artest.
Cost us. Hey man, they cost us a ring. That was our ring.
That
was our ring year.
Sure did. I will 100% back you up. That year, the Malice in the Palace if that did not happen, the Pacers would have an NBA championship hanging in Baker's life right now.
Yeah.
I 100% believe it.
Yes. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it anymore. That's what we're going to end the show off today. So once again, if you're looking to do anything business oriented with us here at BW Sports, one, we do marketing, we do sports design, we'll do every type of media with you. So get us at info.bwsports1@gmail.com, or you can get us at the website www.bwsports1.com. What? Nope, I'm going first. I'm going first today for the one good thing. The one good thing. I am normally trying to be the funny guy, try to guide the weird shit, but I'm gonna be the serious guy today. I'm gonna be the serious guy today. And I'm not even going on this bullshit with the trial. Not to say that what the outcome was bullshit. Not to say that it's not what I meant at all. But not even gonna go on that lines of me. I'm gonna go on this right here. In the Black community, mental health is an issue that no one really wants to talk about. It has always been pushed aside as, you know what I mean? You need to get that boy some help. As a weakness. It's always been that way in the Black community, especially when it comes to Black men. They've never been allowed to show emotion or to show any type of I need help with me type of deal when it comes to Black men. I want to recognize my man Big Storm and the journey that he is going through in the next stage of his life, being able to openly admit and accept the fact that he is struggling with some certain things that's going on in his life, and he is getting those helps. And I am totally applauding you for that, my brother. And that is my one thing.
Well, definitely appreciate it.
And happy birthday, sir. 44 looks good on you.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'm working hard, man. I'm trying to do the best that I can. But yeah, I talked about it as the eye of the storm, that the stigma and that we too tough or too out. No, you're not. Everyone needs someone to talk to their stuff. Everybody's got stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? And being able to talk through it, it just makes you a better person. It doesn't make you a weaker person. So definitely appreciate the shout out. Very humble for all the friends and family I got and helping me get through, you know, these times. It's been, you know, tougher than most, but definitely getting through it. But yeah, for my eye of the storm, talking about last week, I did my pilgrimage to Ann Arbor. I don't want the people to hold off on things you want to do. Like, obviously, this is something I had wanted to do for a while, but I just kind of, I'll do it. No, don't do that. Just go ahead and do it. Like, there's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself. There's nothing wrong with doing something that you want to do. So if there's something that you want to do that you can definitely do, then go ahead and do it. Don't wait anymore. Set that time aside. I was there for 2-3 days. Like, it wasn't a big deal, but it was something I wanted to do, and I went ahead and did it. So anything in your life that you want to do, that you can do, don't procrastinate. Get it done. Have a great time, because I had some great moments in Ann Arbor. I'm definitely glad I made the trip. And I'm just sorry it took too long. Took way too long. So get it done. Whatever you want to do, do it.
Do it. Now that's where I'm supposed to have the little thing pop up. Like, do it. But, you know, you got media and all that type of stuff. So looks like we're gonna have to start to put together a fellas trip 2.0 where we start a new trip. So there we go. That's it. State of Basketball, episode 19. The man in the middle, Big Storm, the shooter on the wing, the one. We will get at you. State of Basketball, BW Sports 1. Holla.
Hit the button, man.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Might as well, since my nipples have been hurting lately.